Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, we briefly went to the elemental plane of air, and we nearly died. But nearly isn't close enough. Now we need to go and find a genie flask, so that we can get what the genie has that belongs to us. To do that, we're going to go and check out where the Dryads are again, because the Dryads are the most likely people to have the genie lamp. We haven't found a genie lamp on any of the golems that we've defeated, and we haven't yet gone to this place. It could still be here. These people are on the way to there, so we might as well go and ask them. Also, we can open up the map, and we can see our party move along the map in real time, which is a really nice feature. It was there in Baldur's Gate 1, but it wasn't as fluid as this. Look at them go! A little line of green circles. I imagine if we encountered any enemies, they would appear on the map too. We won't encounter any enemies, however, because pretty much every enemy on this level is already gone. We'll zoom in here and have a conversation. It's going to be a very brief one, if I recall.
You point, I point.
You're not going to be doing the talking. I'm going to be doing the talking. Hello. You have returned, human. Is there something else that you required of us? I search for a flask that will free a djinn trapped by your master in the plane of air. Have you seen such a thing? You are very noble to risk your safety to free the djinn. We have the flask and shall give it to you. Brilliant! We have the flask, and all we need to do now is give it back to the djinn. But first, we're going to go this way. And I'm going to take quite a few things out of Emawyn's inventory, because she has a lot of spell scrolls and she really doesn't need to hold on to all of these. You may be wondering why I'm not teaching her them, considering that she is a magician. There's a reason for that.
What do you want?
We also want Emawyn to lead the charge into this room, because if there's a place on this level with traps, it is this area. This place is riddled with traps everywhere, including one that you can't turn off.
What is this place? It's beautiful. Oh, there is simply no way that this space belongs to the same person that owns those horrible glass containers.
That alarm you cannot detect, you cannot turn off, and I believe that alerts the lesser clay golems to the fact that you're here, and they will come here and they will try and kill you. But we've already killed them, so nothing's going to happen. Perhaps it is simply a side of him we have not seen. No, it can't be. Not the person I know. This bed, that table. I know of them. He would speak of them while it's for a lost love, kept in perfect condition. She despises him. This is his monument to her. He spoke of all this, but his voice was cold. No emotion at all, not even remembered. He spoke of these things even while he cut, and the spells that wove through my brain, cold, ugly things. Calm down, you'll attract attention to us. We are nothing, that's why the golems don't care. Why bother worrying about gnats? Besides, he doesn't need to catch us. I can tell. I can feel it. It still hurts. His sick fingers are still in my head, doing whatever it was he started. I see blood and death behind my eyes. Irenicus, this room. If he could care for anything, he would care for this room, above the lives of all of us. It makes me sick. I feel so much hate. I would burn this place, but it is nothing. Even as it means so much, it is nothing. Let's do what we must and get out of this place. It's making me sick. What you must do is find those traps that are everywhere. Those 3 are a good start. Deactivate that one, this one, and this one. Practically every trap on this floor is at a suitable level that Emawyn can deactivate them, because the game can't presume that you're a rogue. Let's go over here. Find more traps, because we're not done. Oh no! This one is so trapped that there's a trap before the trap on the chest. Double traps. Fortunately, we can deactivate all of them.
A den of stinking evil. Cover your nose, boo. We will leave no crevice untouched.
You're not actually doing the searching, you know, Minx. Emawyn is. And while everything here was trapped, it wasn't locked. Here is the portal key, the reason why there were 2 traps in the way of this place. We also have 2 things that are very useful. One of them is part of a weapon, and we'll identify this. The pommel jewel of the Equalizer. This is part of the Equalizer, a great longsword forged long ago as a tool for balancing the powers of the universe. Also known as the Sword of Neutrality, it did greater damage the further the target's alignment was from true neutral. The Equalizer was last rumoured to be wielded by the elven hero Elaine Greenleaf, who was lost during a voyage to the Underdark. Other rumours have, however, proposed that the blade's pommel gem was stolen by an escaped slave who returned to the surface world. There's a hint on where we're going to find part of this sword. There are 3 parts of it. We don't need to do anything to figure out what these are, though. These are braces of armour, and Emmeline could do with those. We're not done yet, though. There are 2 more places that we can go and have a look. Here is a scroll of monster summoning and a potion of master thievery. And here is a scroll of dire charm. Very useful indeed. We've done everything we need to here. Double check. Yep, we've done everything. It's time to go all the way back to here. And you may wonder why I haven't opened up there. That is because I don't think we can do anything about going over there. There is just a room with not much in it, if memory serves. Certainly nothing very useful for us. We do have a lot of really good stuff. I've also just noticed the massive hit point difference between my character and Minsk. Minsk has 69 health, and Terri has 124. 1 hit point off my lucky number. She's a very hardy warrior, that's for sure. That's probably the 19 con at work there. I don't have enough con that I gain regeneration yet, but hopefully I'll get that con at some point, even if it's just through a magic item. We'll go to here, we'll pay a visit to Bajin, and then we'll head this way to the teleport portal and get out of here. To the next floor. Oh, you thought there was only 1 floor to this place? No, there are 2. And I think the second floor is a little bit more challenging. Either way, here we go. We can just quickly walk over here. There's nothing to fear. None of the enemies have reappeared. I do like that about this game, that enemies don't just randomly pop out of nowhere. Once you've cleared an area, you can quite safely go through it. And have a look around for anything that you've missed, and I'm sure I'll miss lots of things before I leave any area. Hello! We have what you need.
If that's what you need.
I sense that you have the flask. Let us make the exchange. At last I am free! Here is your item, fleshling. You are an honourable person, and I feel that I must warn you. Keep away from the Master. He will torture you for escaping, and kill you for freeing his Jinn slave. Escape from his lair quickly if you value your life. Farewell. And the genie is gone. What did we get that was worth all of this effort? Let's find out. We got the Sword of Chaos +2. Sarevok's Sword of Chaos. The blade of Sarevok, brother of Terri Coleman, used in the battle they fought in faraway Baldur's Gate. Terri Coleman prevailed, destroying Sarevok's plans and rescuing the Sword Coast from the brink of war. The sword itself defies identification, likely forged specifically for Sarevok to best focus the internal energy he hoped to control. Much of its power died with him. It is still a +2 greatsword that drains 1 hit point from a target and transfers it to the wielder every time you hit. It won't heal you beyond your maximum though. This is a fine weapon, and we will be making a lot of use out of this. We don't have a better sword, and we won't get one for a while. So let's leave. We have done everything we need to. We have a really cool sword, and we got some experience. Experience is always good. We need quite a lot of experience, however, before we gain another level. We really want to gain another level, because we want to keep getting better at using great swords. We may even put a point or 2 in ranged weapons. Who knows? Nobody in the party is really good with ranged weapons apart from Emmeline. And so out we go, and over here.
Very well.
It's time to leave. We can also hold the right mouse button to change the angle at which we appear in a location when we try to move there, and I want to be facing this way. For now, we shall watch them move on the map. It's like a sort of magical radar system. We can just watch the dots move along, and you can just double-click anywhere, and you'll then focus on where they are. It's not surprising that Minsk is ahead. Rangers in future editions of the game do move faster than everyone else, well, most people anyway. Monks also can move quite quickly. We don't have a monk in our party, and we won't be getting a monk either. There is a monk that is available, but the monk's alignment really doesn't... Oh, wait! There are goblins here I need to take care of. I thought that enemies didn't reappear. Turns out I'm mistaken, and these goblins have returned. Or maybe they're new goblins. Either way, they're not really going to stop me, are they? I don't think they will. So we'll just take care of these, and then rest, and move on. We should be able to use this portal with the portal key. We are victorious. Any gold pieces that we can get? Every gold piece that we can find is one... Ooh, that might be useful. You can have that, and we'll take this scroll of Identify. Actually, you can't wear that, can you? You can wear that, though. And... yeah, I think we'll have...
I have had to drop what you gave me. I have only 2 arms and no more space.
That is true. You do only have 2 arms. I did not know that there was a dialogue line for that. That's quite neat. We want to pass over this to here. And now, let us move through the portal. We have to get a bit closer to do so. And I'm going to save before I do, because who knows what ambush might be waiting for us on the other side. There's every chance there will be one. Let's go. You are too far away to use that. Do I have to be right next to it? Maybe I do. There we go.
So there is sanity in all this madness. If you are not in league with the evil that dwells in this unholy place, Yoshimo begs your assistance.
Hello, Yoshimo. How are you? You're somebody that I don't often take in my party. That's going to change this time around. A fair line easily used by servant themselves. We have been imprisoned and worse, and given many reasons to distrust strangers we encounter. I share your sentiments. I have seen much here that has disturbed me. I myself am a warrior with no evil intentions. Please, I would welcome any assistance you might offer. How did you come to be here? It is actually quite, embarrassing. My profession does not leave itself open to those who are not wary, yet somehow I was caught unaware. I came to Athkatla years ago from Karatur to seek my fortune. At some point I went to bed in my room at the Copper Coronet, and I awoke in a strange room with a very sore head. I do not know how long I was here before awakening. Do you think we are in Athkatla? I am unsure. I may have been drugged when I was brought here. I may have been unconscious. Either way, I do not know how long. If it was the former, this place could be anywhere. If it was the latter, then I don't imagine that I could have travelled very far without noticing. Then you do know the hardships of being set into a maze like a helpless hamster. We are comrades in peril. Who asks what you propose to do next, little man? I do not know a way to escape this place. Perhaps we could search for this exit together. We would welcome another companion, but we have a few questions first, is a sensible thing to say. I would welcome another companion, but I have a few questions first. What do you need to know? What aid do you need? I do not know a way to escape this place. Perhaps we could search for this exit together. There's really not much else we can talk about, so we would be pleased to have you join us. We may need another rogue type in the near future. I shall be happy to lend my blade to your cause. There are 2 things that I've discovered about this place that may help us escape. In the next chamber beyond the one in which we stand, 4 portals lie. Each of these portals releases a little cackling fiend which tries to kill me. These little beasties keep coming in through the portals. Perhaps if the portals are destroyed, one could defeat the beasts that have already come through. Shortly beyond that chamber, there is a hallway that contains several wands mounted in pedestals. They blast all that walk before them. I have noticed that each wand is locked into the pedestal and could be removed if one had the proper key. I know not where these keys are. Let us begin. We have Yoshimo with us. Yoshimo, we need to turn off your AI because you're going to keep doing things like searching for traps and the like, and while I do appreciate that, I'd like full control of you. Yoshimo is a bounty hunter, level 10, and has pretty good stats: strength 17, dex 18, con 16, intelligence 13, wisdom 10, and charisma 14.
What do you need? skilled in avoidance.
Excellent. We're going to need that. You also have some pretty good equipment. A short bow and Yoshimo's katana +1. This blade, although only lightly enchanted, has achieved a semblance of awareness. Enough so that it allows only the thief known as Yoshimo to wield it. Any other than he cannot use this flawless katana in battle. It's a pretty good +1 katana. He also has some leather armor, and he has some arrows. If only I'd have kept that suit of studded leather, eh? Ah well, not much you can do about that. We'll find more as we go
Where
along.
shall I display my skill and expertise?
What I want you to do is I want you to be at the back with Emowyn. While we have a look in this room, ooh, there is actually something here that we can get.
Right you are.
Let's have a look and see if that is trapped, because it very well could be. We can use this portal to go back to the previous floor whenever we like. There is a scroll of whole person here. We will have Yoshimo hold on to that.
What
It's
do you want?
important that you do. And we're going to save again, because who knows how poorly the next room could go. It could go very poorly. Before we move on, however, I think it's time to do a little bit of preemptive spellcasting, so that our party is that much better prepared for the threat that lies beyond.
What do you want?
We want everybody to have all the protective spells that they can have cast on them, and we also want haste. Haste is a very important spell for combats where we need to act quickly, and I think this is going to be one of those encounters. There we go. And lastly, haste on everyone. Haste will make a big difference. We're all that much faster. Let us quickly move into this room and start doing what we have to do to stop all of these methods from reappearing. And that does not involve ranged combat. That involves melee combat, and specifically attacking these portals here. We were told that the methods were coming from these. Actually, I need a flame blade as well. So you're going to go there, you're going to go here, you're going to go here, and you are going to go here. And hopefully we can take care of these quickly. If we scatter, we should be able to deal with them fast. You've taken care of yours, so we're going to have you attack the smoke method, and you have fallen unconscious. Not great, but not much we can do about that. Actually, go over there and deal with this one, because Emowyn is having a little bit of difficulty getting to, that one's already gone, this one's already gone. Brilliant! And dealing with the portals deals with the methods. We are victorious. Brilliant! Now all we need to do is wait for Jaheira to wake up. Some preemptive spellcasting made that a lot easier than it would have been otherwise. One prismatic spray hitting all of our fighters and knocking them unconscious would have been terrible, because Emowyn and Yoshimo can't really take care of a encounter with those methods, not by themselves. There appears to be someone here. Let's go closer and have a look, shall we? A body lies upon the table. It appears that he has been experimented upon. It is hard to tell how long he has been dead.
Khalid?
Uh-oh. That's a name I know. This isn't going to end well.
Khalid. No. This is an illusion, a dream. A bad dream. Where are the mirrors, the switches to pull to show where he's hidden? Khalid! Damn you!
Damn you! I will have the heart of who has done this. I will tear their blackened heart from there. No. This isn't real, is it? He couldn't be dead. Shut up! No more words! Words are nothing! I knew him not, but I mourn for your loss. Stranger! Nobody! I will not hear your words! Leave me! A brave man has fallen here, but that is no cause to hurl insults at the living. Here, who shall comfort you? Imbecile! Affront to nature! What do you and your rodent know? What can you know? No words. No more words. Save your speeches. Save your proverbs. The only voice I wish to hear is dead. No more. No. Sylvanus guide the light to the source. Take this man to what he justly deserves. By nature's will, what was given is returned. What was turmoil is now peace. Khalid of my heart, let my love guide the way. We must hurry before we are noticed. We must get out of this this grave and seek the light above. Let us go. Well, that was a short mourning period. I guess you weren't that close after all. Let's not say that. We should probably suggest resurrection, because most churches have people that can bring people from the dead. We could ask. There may be a way to get him returned to life. Should we not try? Khalid, is dead, and has been for some time. Beyond a point there can be no raising, especially when the body has been desecrated. We live in a time of miracles, and nature allows the rebirth of many that have passed beyond the veil, but there is a time when it is better to let go. Then we will not disturb his body further. We will honor his loss with future deeds. That is the way of things. There will be payment for this crime, and I shall not rest until it is collected. When we are able, there will be enough. I would leave this place. Khalid, if you had him...
Jahira, I want to say how sorry I am about Khalid. I know this is hard.
No! You do not know. This is not the time for this conversation, child.
Stop calling me child. I'm as old as Terri, and besides, I can tell you that Khalid did not suffer. What are you babbling about, Emowyn? I am not in the mood. I'm not babbling. I saw him do this. Khalid was dead when our captor started doing those things to him. You saw this? You watched as it was done? He showed me. He cut and showed me. He forced my eyes open and made me look as he... Stop. I don't want to hear this. He said I should see, so I would understand, but I don't know what he wanted. He would cut and say, "Do you see?" Cut and say, "Do you see?" Be quiet, child. No more. Emowyn had to watch. Whoever did this cut up the already dead Khalid. This place,
Of course.
the beginning of this game, is a warning that the tone of this story compared to the previous game is a lot darker. There's going to be a lot more death before this adventure is done, and people that we know could very well die. We didn't know Khalid personally that well, but if you'd have had Khalid in your party throughout the whole of the first game, this would be a surprise. Khalid and Jahira were inseparable. If you told one to leave the group, both of them left. And now, Khalid is gone. Forever. And so, when we come back, folks, with this news, we're going to move beyond into these rooms and do some exploring. Maybe we can find the person that killed Khalid and get the vengeance Jahira craves. There are lots of things that we can open as well, and we'll be doing that too. Exploring and looting. If we're here, we might as well see what we can find. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.